everybody to a special edition of the Duke of NBA show. We are going to talk about what happened specifically with Ron Artest elbowing James Harden. I'm getting a lot of feedback, and I felt that I had to do a show to really explain to you the severity of his actions. And I'm also going to compare his actions compared to other things like LeBron James and stuff like that, just to give you guys how unfair society can be in the today's state of the NBA.
Watching the replay of Ron Artest making a nice move, finishing with a dunk on the Oklahoma City Thunder, and over-celebrating his play, and with including that he does a vicious elbow to James Harden in the cheek jar near the temple area of his face. That is something that is totally uncalled for. You can't do these type of actions and think that you can get away with it, because this type of action, even though he says it's unintentional, everybody knows this. He did this intentionally, and that type of blatant disregard of another human being, he should be severely suspended for this. I say he should be suspended indefinitely, definitely throughout the rest of the playoffs, because what happened is that Ron Artest's history, you have to look at his history of irrational behavior. The Palace of Auburn Hills fight, going into the stand, this is something that has never ever been happening in sports before, and Ron Artest has changed the conduct code of the NBA pretty much by himself when the NBA has to implement dress code just to appease the sponsors of the NBA, saying that, look, we are policing our players and stuff like that. Ron Artest really started this whole mess, and you cannot disregard his history. His history of irrational behavior is what's going to go down even harder than any other player that would have done the same action that he probably would have done. You look at Andrew Bynum's hit on J.J. Barea. That was also vicious. But Andrew Bynum's history is nowhere near Ron Artest's history, and that would definitely come into account when he gets his decision. The same boats here for LeBron James. LeBron James, throughout his career, if you want to look at all 8 of his 9 years in the NBA, he has been more clutch than unclutch, and that qualifies him as a clutch player. He has made clutch plays in the playoffs time in and time in. After his first playoff game in his history of his career, he had a triple-double. Through even to now, even though that he struggled in the finals, he had one of the most greatest performances last year in the playoffs for his team when this team needed him the most, even though he didn't show up in the finals, as some people say. Same goes
Ron Artest. His history comes back to haunt him. Right now, this is LeBron James' history. People are going to always say that he doesn't have a ring and he doesn't touch. Same thing with Ron Artest. Ron Artest, he went into the stands, he did this, he's all like that. You could always come back to the guy's history, and Ron Artest's history is just that. It's the Palace of Auburn Hills and all the other stuff that he has done. LeBron James not coming through in the clutch, even though that they both players have had a lot more good than bad. Ron Artest will do charity work. He has done so much great work, but all it takes is just a few moments of your career and those big, when everybody's watching, to say that this is your legacy up to this point. And right now, for both of these guys, that's what it is right now. LeBron James, I know he's clutch. He has shown it to us in the playoffs. Ron Artest, I know he has done more good than bad, but because of his history, right now, we're going to look.
Thanks for tuning in and watching the latest edition of the Duke of NBA. If you would like to follow me, I'm on DukeofNBA on Twitter. You can also follow me there. As well, if you could also want to, you can join our Facebook group and talk more about NBA latest topics in the NBA or anything that you want. You can also join us at the Duke of NBA group Sports Talk. Again, thanks again, and I look forward to seeing you soon.